here's what happened during college football championship weekend. Alabama beat Georgia to win the SEC title. I already broke that down, but there are three more meaningful games I want to talk about. Michigan dominated Iowa 42-3. It was kind of a slow burn. Like, it was only 14-3 at halftime. Michigan just kept scoring, and Iowa kept not scoring. I want to say I'm so happy for Michigan's head coach, Jim Harbaugh. He lost to Michigan State earlier this year, his first loss and only loss of the year. And I think there were conversations being had like, do we even want to keep Jim Harbaugh? Like, people literally, he was on the hot seat in some people's mind. And I was like, I wonder if Michigan is going to decide to get rid of him. I think that would have been ridiculous. I even said that at the time. I said, look, you know what you're getting. But I did not expect Michigan to be where they are now, which is they are 12-1. They won the Big Ten title, and now they're getting a spot in the college football playoff. Good for Jim Harbaugh, man. I love to see that, and I like him as a coach. He loves his job. He loves his life. He loves football. And he's an easy person to root for in the football world. Now, Michigan's offensive line, oh my goodness, they're unbelievable. They're a wrecking crew. I mean, they just push people everywhere, and I'm really excited. I think if we get the ideal matchup for Michigan would be, I guess Cincinnati, right? Everyone wants to play Cincinnati in the college football playoff, but I think Michigan against Georgia would be really, really entertaining. Two quarterbacks who I'm not really hot on, who have turnover. I guess Stetson Bennett doesn't have a turnover problem, but he had 2 turnovers against Alabama, and I worry about the Michigan quarterback, and I think it'd be really fun to see Michigan play Georgia and watch their defense against that offensive line. It'd be incredible. Now, the game kind of got away from Iowa. They played 2 quarterbacks in this game. Both of them played really badly. And this game for Iowa, it was truly a blowout. Michigan won 42-3. Now, in the Big 12 title game, Baylor beat Oklahoma State 21-16. And if Oklahoma State had won, they might have had a shot at the college football playoff. But Oklahoma State decided to make things easy. And the selection committee now does not have a difficult decision. They lost. I think OK State's out. I don't think Baylor has a shot at the college football playoff. Now, this game was a ton of fun, though. It came down to the final play. Oklahoma State had the ball, 4th and goal at the 1-yard line with exactly 30 seconds left. And Baylor stopped them. Baylor's defense got to stop on. That's kind of the dream situation for both teams. Like, 4th and goal on the 1, you want the ball, you're trying to score. And for the defense, you're like, if I could be the hero on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line with 30 seconds left to win the conference title game, like, that's really cool. And it was sweet. Jaron McVay, a former walk-on 6th-year senior, got the stop. It was a fitting end that Baylor's defense secured the win. Baylor's head coach, Dave Aranda, is a defensive guy. He won a national title with LSU in 2019 as their defensive coordinator. And Baylor's defense was awesome in this game. Spencer Sanders, the Oklahoma State quarterback, threw not 1, not 2, not even 3, but 4 interceptions against Baylor. 2 of them led to Baylor touchdowns in the first half. So Baylor won the Big 12. Now, I don't see either team, Baylor or Oklahoma State, both are 11-2. Neither of them have a shot at the college football playoff, but it was a game worth mentioning. Oregon, by the way, in the Pac-12 championship got dominated by Utah. I wasn't going to talk about it, but it is kind of fun. I talk frequently about how I think Oregon is often overrated by their own fans. Their fans talk really big, and I don't know. I'm not going to pretend I didn't enjoy watching Oregon get dominated by Utah on Friday night in the Pac-12 championship. They're out of the college football playoff conversation completely, so I'm not going to linger on that too long, but I just remember Oregon fans talking real big after beating Ohio State, and look where they are now, right? Oh, they're not around. Yeah. I'm from the Northwest, but I'm a Pac-12 fan, and I never feel bad when I see Oregon lose. I know how they stand nationally, and their fan base seems to not understand that the SEC brand of football is a much better brand of football, but Oregon fans are happy to live in delusion and enjoy your delusion. Also, Cincinnati beat Houston 35-20 for their conference title. Shout out to the American Athletic Conference. Cincinnati is 13-0, and they're the only undefeated team left in the FBS. And so now, in my opinion, playoff selection committee has a really easy decision. I don't know how you can. What I'm about to say is, I think, exactly what's going to happen. And if what I'm about to say isn't what does, in fact, happen, I would be shocked. I think you got Alabama and Georgia. Both got to get in. They're both 12-1. They are the two best teams in college football. I would rank Alabama ahead of Georgia because Alabama won the SEC championship and Georgia did not. Michigan is 12-1. They won the Big Ten title, and Cincinnati is 13-0. So it's these four: Alabama, Georgia, Michigan, and Cincinnati. Interesting, there's no schools with there's no like state school. I mean, I do them. So I think there are state schools actually, but there's no like Alabama State. There's no Georgia State, Michigan State. Kind of fun. They're all just one name: Georgia, Alabama, Michigan, Cincinnati. And in my opinion, you need to make it so that Alabama and Georgia will not play each other in round one because I don't want to see them play each other back-to-back in back-to-back games. I just don't want that to happen. B, I want to leave a path where Georgia can play Alabama in a rematch in the national title game. I think that would be fantastic football. So I would go number 1, Alabama. They won the SEC. Number 2, Georgia. Number 3, Michigan. And number 4, Cincinnati. Round 1 in my scenario would be Alabama against Cincinnati, and then Georgia against Michigan. Georgia-Michigan would be a fantastic football game, I think. Georgia probably would win, but that offensive line for Michigan against the Georgia defense would be really fun. And that is how I would rank the top 4 teams left in college football.